this kind of slip under the radar of anyone for that matter, like concrete, big deal, concrete's everywhere. It's actually a really cool story, a story that's germane just to the El Cerrito gang. So when you think about it, these are all trolley car neighborhoods. So this was all just a big plateau of like rabbits and stuff right back in the day. And then what happened is they figured out the trolley car, and the trolley car kept pushing, and allowed for all the people that were working down in San Diego, like down where you think is downtown, like in the city now, down by the harbor, down by the bay. It would give them the opportunity to come out, and hence was the, you know, origin of like suburbia, right? So as the trolley car poked out, the developers kept building. So we're east now. So you got to come up north, and then you hang a 90 and you start going east. And El Cerrito represents a really cool little thing in history, which is this is as far as they got before the Great Depression. So back in the day, all the streets that were made were paved in concrete. Like that's what was up, right? That was like the gangster way that you did it, is you had concrete streets. Now it's all like asphalt, right? Because it's cheaper. But this is actually one of the last concrete streets in El Cerrito before the Great Depression hit, and then building ceased, building stopped. And what that also affords, this little Spanish, by the way, are you kidding me, in this little Spanish beauty right here? It's got the parapet top, it's got the little Spanish tile, you know, you got almost kind of like a dual sort of gable look with the little breezeway porch in between, framed by the divided light windows. By the way, all the windows are dual pane and updated, but they preserved, right? So you got like that old school look. And so this little location is perched right up on the hill of El Cerrito. So you're looking down over the rest of Uptown as you're looking west. You can look all the way up to the water. So check this out, guys. Like this is like a little passion project, right? You got the meandering DG pathway, you got the fruit trees in front, the well-kept hedge, a nice little green wall buffer from the street. You got your little pinpointed pots and plants, and you got your exterior lighting, and then you come in through the Dutch door. And by the way, there's so many details in here that I'm not going to be able to hit on, but Dutch door, by the way, this is like legit real solid wood. You got the old white oak hard planks with the inlays. You got the custom old Spanish hearth from what, the 30s. Every single little wood detail all the way around is all mahogany, and it was all hand laid. You got the custom hacienda archways, you got the fixtures, you got the ollies, the solid core wood doors that he kept, the single panels. Kitchen, all mahogany, right? So stainless package. I guess we'll hit this here first. This is the family room that was obviously bolted on at some point. Could have been from the inception, but it gives you also a nice little deck off the back here. But this is pretty cool because from here, you can actually look out. The camera's not gonna be able to do it any justice because it's like fog bank out there, but that's where you can look at and you can poke west. So back through here, this is all custom hand painted tile, by the way, from Mexico. You got your little appliance garage depot right in there. Bedrooms all have the hardwood, so custom built in there. Boom, beautiful energy and light in that one. Then you got the second bedroom. Then you got the master, and the master's got its own bath ensuite, which is nice. So they went and did stand-up tile shower, but you can transmute that back. Then you got the washer and dryer, all kind of customed out in there. There's a big closet. Trying to move through this quickly. All preserved, by the way, all of like the old sconces and balances, except for in the kitchen when they did the remodel about 15 years ago. They updated all that stuff. That's a nice little machine. And then last but not least, this is like the midtown respite, right? You got the big nice citrus tree, which kind of frames this back deck area. You got the carriage house with the one car garage. It's really it's like a 2, but they call it a 1. It's like a 1.5. All of the herringbone brickwork that was laid around with the framed little pergola in the back, offsetting the fireplace, which is gas plumbed. Tons of storage underneath because the elevation provides that opportunity for the little topography shift to be able to put all seasonal stuff down there. And then of course you got the hedge, you got the nice barrier of the retaining walls, you got the driveway as well. Gang, this, look at the parapet, you got the copper, drains and gutters. Gang, this one it'll steal your heart, as it did mine the second I got in here. So if you or someone you know is looking to move into Cerrito, that rhymed. By the way, El Cerrito, it was like 2 years ago, was the most up and coming zip code year-over-year gains in the entire county, and rightfully so. It's a magical little place on a concrete paved street with a little bit of history and a beautiful bones, right? Foundation, old school foundation. It's old little Spanish with nice improvements on the inside to make it move-in ready. Hit us up, gang. Private tours start today.
The Greenhouse Group formula. 6 steps to 5 stars. 4 promises, 3 asks, 2 camps, real estate and mortgage, and 1 team. Green Team. And no excuses. All right.